My name is Reverend Wes McNeill. I use the pronouns they, them, and I'm joining you all from Schenectady, New York, where I am also a tri-chair of the New York State Poor People's Campaign. New York has this reputation for being progressive, but in fact, our state has lagged behind in making voting accessible. Until 2020, we had no early voting at all, no online voter registration, and a notoriously confusing primary process that drove down turnout. We still don't have same-day registration. We still don't have no excuse absentee voting. And there are tens of thousands of New Yorkers who are incarcerated or on parole who are denied the right to vote. And we've had to fight both parties in our state to expand access to voting because politicians on both sides know that the ballot box is a tool that we can wield to force our agenda and take away their power. And we can't let that tool be stolen from us. We cannot and will not let extremists subvert election results and take away our right to vote. We won't let President Biden or my senator, Majority Leader Schumer, hide behind Senators Manchin and Sinema or make excuses for why they can't do what they were elected to do. And we demand that they do more and push harder because the stakes are just too high. As a member of the queer and trans community, I know that our rights and well-being are under threat. Anti-trans legislation is at the top of the agenda when extremists take power, and the rhetoric they use is increasing vigilante violence against us, especially Black trans women and other queer and trans people of color. As a parent, I know that the attack on voting rights and our democracy is an attack on our children's futures. And as a faith leader and a member of this moral fusion movement, I know that this tool of voting is a critical one to be able to achieve our whole agenda, to lift from the bottom so that everybody rises and everybody has a right to live. And so we have to keep fighting and we will keep fighting. Thank you.
We welcome you to the launch of the Mass Poor People's Low-Wage Assembly and Moral March on Washington, D.C., June 18, 2022.
And we need to do it with the biggest actions possible.
Because we know the only scarcity is the moral will to do what's right.
Veterans across this nation say enough is enough.
My voice is just as valuable as anyone else's.
We need the third Reconstruction.
We have an immoral system run by immoral people.
But together we fight.
And we become an agent of change.
We're rising up to demonstrate the compelling power that we, poor and low-income people, have to reconstruct society from the bottom up. It's time for a change!
We are people of resilience.